This is
Chat the Great.
A tough one to get round is the terrible manager. You know, that can often, and you've got to go into that with your eyes open, because a dreadful manager will upset everybody, make everybody hate their artist. And sometimes they don't get fired. Usually they do.
Yeah.
But you're going in, there's a big, I would say 50-50 chance of that manager getting fired and a good manager stepping in. And I've been burned many times thinking, we'll be all right. We can probably fire the manager. You can't tell an artist to fire a manager.
Yeah.
But you just sit there and go, surely to God, he appreciated that tonight was a bit rubbish when there was no tour manager. You know, surely.
No.
But did you have like loads of like arguments with managers? Did you have any like, I don't know, fights or whatever with some managers?
You know, the lovely thing about music publishing is that you just turn up usually with the good news. Say, hey guys, let's have a listen to the record. Sounds great. You know,
Okay.
I'm not going to upset anybody. You're not the one that's got to go in there very often and say, that's not a single. In fact, you know, you just sit there and go, I don't need to do that, because there's a guy from the record company standing next to me and I'm going to let him do that, because somebody's got to be the nice guy. And you go in and say, oh, I've just got you this great sync on this car advert, or I've just got you in this film, or I've got this film company love you and you're going to be able to write the score for them, or we're talking about developing this musical theatre piece, or we've got your song on a big mouth Billy Bass Christmas present. So all the ways that music publishing works, you know, look at this beautiful portfolio of your songs that we've just created. It's all great. And then in 2005, I went to work at a record company, and I understood everything after that, because that's when you understand why artists have arguments with record labels. And as a publisher, I'd seen many artists have many arguments. Why haven't we got any money for videos? Why haven't we got any money for tour support? Why did you make us go with that single? Why is our video rubbish? And yeah, I'd go through that many times. But I think because I'd been a publisher, which is you very much side with the writer, often with the writer against the record label. I was always very artist orientated. And I mean, certainly with Blur, you know, you could say you went native, and you were almost like you were just totally there with the band and whatever they wanted. And that happens a lot with management.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you don't become completely objective. But going into record companies, you have a job to do. And again, you've got that same, I had as much paranoia when I went in as managing director of Columbia Records as I had when I was a talent scout.